એમને પણ વિનંતી. સુરત જરી એસોસિએશનમાંથી ચિંતનભાઈ જરીવાલા. જેસીઆઈ સુરત મેટ્રો શક્તિમાંથી મુકેશભાઈ પટેલ. જસવંતભાઈ મીડિયા. શ્રી ધનસુખભાઈ કાપડિયા. કેશુભાઈ. નવીનચંદ્ર ચિમનલાલ શાહ, પ્રેસિડેન્ટ સુરત હોલસેલ ગ્રેન મર્ચન્ટ એસોસિએશન, તેઓ પણ સાહેબનું સન્માન કરવા માંગે છે. ચેમ્બરના પાસ્ટ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ દિલીપભાઈને વિનંતી કે તેઓ પણ સાહેબનું સન્માન કરે. જાયન્ટ્સ ગ્રુપ ઓફ સિલ્ક સિટી શ્રી યતીશ મોદી પ્રમુખ સ્વાગત કરશે. સુરત ડાયમંડ એસોસિએશનના હોદ્દેદારો પણ સન્માન કરવા માંગે છે. દિલીપભાઈ ચશ્માવાળા ચેમ્બરના ભૂતપૂર્વ પ્રમુખ છે. સુરત એમ્બ્રોઇડરી એસોસિએશનમાંથી પધારેલા પ્રતિનિધિને વિનંતી કે સાહેબનું સન્માન કરે. સુરત ડિસ્ટ્રિક્ટ પ્રેસ રિપોર્ટર એસોસિએશનમાંથી વસંતભાઈ ગાંધી, એમને વિનંતી. રાજેશભાઈ ભગતને વિનંતી કે સાહેબનું સન્માન કરે. માનલેવાલા સાહેબને વિનંતી. સાગર ફર્નિચરમાંથી પધારેલા ધીરુભાઈને વિનંતી કે સાહેબનું સન્માન કરે. સુરત ખાદી મહાજનના પાસ્ટ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ, એમને પણ વિનંતી કે સાહેબનું સન્માન કરે. મિસ્ટર એસ રાજન, રિટાયર્ડ એડિશનલ કમિશનર સાહેબને વિનંતી. ભરતભાઈ ગોસાઈ, સુરત ચાઇલ્ડ વેલફેર સોસાયટી અને ચિનુભાઈ કોન્ટ્રાક્ટ સુરત નાગરિક બેંકમાંથી પધારેલા ચિનુભાઈ. નકુલભાઈ ઠક્કર, એમને વિનંતી. રાનેર અડાજણ સિનિયર સિટીઝન ક્લબ તરફથી નકુલભાઈ ઠક્કર બી સાહેબનું સન્માન કરશે. ચેમ્બરના વાઇસ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ પરેશભાઈ પટેલને વિનંતી કે સાહેબનું સન્માન કરે અને પછી આપણે આ કાર્યક્રમને આગળ વધારીએ. તમામને પાછી વિનંતી કે તેમનું સ્થાન ગ્રહણ કરી લે. મિત્રો, આપણા પ્રમુખ રોહિતભાઈએ આપણા શહેર વિશે ઘણી બધી વાતો પોલીસ કમિશનર સાહેબને કહી છે એમના વેલકમ એડ્રેસમાં. ઘણી બધી આશાઓ પણ આપણા પ્રમુખશ્રીએ એમની આગળ મૂકી છે. મને એવું લાગે છે કે આનો જવાબ આપણે સાહેબ પાસેથી સાંભળીએ. હું રિક્વેસ્ટ કરું છું આપણા પોલીસ કમિશનર સાહેબ શ્રી રાકેશ અસ્થાના સાહેબને, પ્લીઝ ગીવ યોર એડ્રેસ ટુ સુરત સિટી સર.
The dignitaries sitting on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I must thank South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce for inviting me here and felicitating me. It's I think, very absolutely new experience for me because nowhere this thing has happened to me. So, I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed because I've just joined the post of the Commissioner of Police here, and you all have spoken so high about me. I don't know whether I'm competent for such remarks or not, but I must tell you one thing, that promise you rather, that whatever expectations you have, whatever aspirations you have from the police force, I promise that my officers and men will strive hard to come up to your expectation levels. The task is not impossible. Nothing is impossible for that matter. And I am pretty sure that we will be able to give you fantastic policing which you deserve. In fact, Surat is a place which I have known. I have never been posted to this place before. I have never been posted south of Baroda before. But I have heard a lot about Surat. The best thing which I have heard about this place is that the people love to enjoy their lives. Work hard and enjoy. That is what I have heard about it. And I must tell you that we will be, in fact, a facilitator for that. Okay? By providing you no daru, of course. Somebody remarked, yes. We will definitely be a facilitator in the sense that we will give you a safe and secure environment to have your business, to have your pleasures of your life, and be happy always. That should be our motto. These are high-sounding words, I know, but these are coming out from the heart, from bottom of my heart, because the Surat has shown to the world in the past that it can bounce back. I still remember 1994, I believe, the plague. I was not in the state, I was in the CBI on deputation outside the state, but I was reading a lot about the plague and the sufferings of Surat, people leaving Surat, and the press, the people outside Gujarat, they have almost given up so far as this city was concerned. But hats off to you people, you have bounced back and shown to the world that you can not only bounce back, but you can bounce back in a style, which is evident here. I still remember 1991, I was District SP in Patan. There was a very sensational robbery which took place. Initially, the district police investigated, and later on it was handed over to the CID crime. And Mr. Syed was the DIG that point of time. I, along with him, had come to this city in course of an investigation. That time I had seen the city, it was pretty dirty, congested, and I had a very bad feeling about it in the sense that the traffic was bad, the place was dirty. But now in 2011, when I am coming here again, it's a different city altogether. It's a pleasure living here. I think it is heaven on the earth for you people. It's such a neat and clean and good city. It's hats off to the Suratis, of course. Surati Lalas, I should say. Anyway, the lighter things aside, Mr. Mehta had raised some valid points in his address. To begin with, I must tell you that we are going to give you a very professional policing in years to come now. I am not saying that in the past nothing has been done in that regard, but definitely we can move a step ahead of that. We'll give you a very, very professional policing in the times to come. I have got a very good set of officers and team, and they are determined to give you the best policing which you can think of in the state. Number two, I view Surat not for 2011 or 2012. We have a perspective plan for Surat, say 10 years hence or 20 years hence, what Surat will be. because the rate at which you are growing is amazing. I think I've read somewhere in the newspaper that Surat has been listed in those list of those cities which are the fastest growing cities in the world. And if it is so, which is evident, it is going to have a altogether different set of problems so far as policing is concerned, so far as the peace of the city is concerned. Now it is a city where you can find mini India. People from all over the country, they come here as laborers, they come here as businessmen, they come here as industrialists, earn money and they stay back. Some people are floating, like they come and go back, come and go back. It's not a small thing. A lot of people in the guise of these people, they may come and create problems for your city. As you remember, 2008, you had just been saved by a very ghastly incident. Like anything could have had happened at that point of time. From our point of view, we view it very seriously. And from my point of view, personally, I feel looking at your development, looking at your prosperity, looking at your rate of progress, there might be people who are interested in creating problems and taking advantage of the situation here. That is the biggest challenge for the police in Surat in years to come. And I promise you, we are competent enough to meet that challenge, and we will be working for that. Mr. Mehta has raised some points which I like to answer. Number one was, which I perhaps has answered. The first point was that please don't allow the character of Surat to change because of some interested people who are coming from outside. It's a very valid point. I totally agree with him. Those who are anti-socials, those are criminals, those who don't believe in the peace in the society, we will be quite tough with them. Legally, whatever is possible with us, we will definitely take actions against them, list them out, take actions, and we will be constantly after them. So that a common man, so that a businessman, so that a trader, so that an industrialist, anybody living in this beautiful city should not suffer. That is a promise to you, and we will be very harsh on anti-social activities, on criminals, or anybody who believes in violating the law of the land. Economic offences, of course, when prosperity is there is a lot of offences pertaining to cheating, fraud, misappropriation. They do take place. And it's a tough task for local police to handle such cases. It's a specialized task. It requires a specialized investigation, and it requires time for investigation which local police don't have. Still, we have specialized agencies within the commissionerate setup, and I am having a background of the CBI because I have handled a number of cases pertaining to economic crime. I assure that the investigation of such cases will be of quality, and we will try to bring to you a satisfaction so far as economic crime is concerned. This is a wide field for us. Every nook and corner you see there are a lot of such crimes taking place, and virtually it is not possible for the local police station to handle such wide varieties of economic offences. But whatever is being brought to our notice, I am sure we will do justice to such offences so far as economic crimes are concerned. Surat has a very good tradition of having some sort of compromise before coming to the police station. This practice, I am told, is being prevalent in the society since ages. If that is so, then the task of the police becomes easier. But even after this, even anything comes to us of that magnitude, of that nature, I promise our officers will handle that. And though it requires a lot of time and attention, still we will find out time and attention to look after these cases. Land grabbing. Yeah, it's a big issue. Before I joined here, I have been briefed that this is the thing which is rampant in Surat, because Surat land prices are skyrocketing and it's going up and up all the time, and people are indulging in all sorts of fraudulent activities to grab the land or to unsettle the people who owns the land and then grab it. These types of things are going on. I've been briefed about it. I'm pretty sensitized on this count, and we have already issued the instructions to our officers that we should not intervene in matters which are of civil nature, number one. Now there is a grey area here. Some matters are having both the things, civil as well as criminal, and there are conflicting instructions on that count, as you have already mentioned. I am very clear, and we have a system, the government has laid down a system so far as cases pertaining to land are concerned. There are committees, there are SITs, there are senior officers to look after it. I must tell you one basic thing. Anybody having this type of, some people have genuine problems, some people have not the genuine problems. It's both the things are there. Every issue will be taken care of. If the problem is genuine, police will definitely intervene. If the problem is not genuine, we are not going to intervene in the issues. And our involvement, like people say, I must be frank with you, people say that police sometimes participate in such type of activities. That will end, no doubt. We will put an end to that. And we will be very harsh on people who are participating in such illegal activities so far as our organization is concerned. I am pretty clear on that. Nobody will be tolerated for that. That I think should satisfy you, and investigation of such cases will be definitely taken care of not only by a single person but by a committee of people, senior officers, who will right from the registration of an application, registration of a case up till the finalization of the same. It will be scrutinized by senior officers, and it will be our motto not to harass any innocent person on that count. That will be there, don't worry on that count. Visibility of the police force. I think Mr. Rohit Mehta spoke like a police officer. I believe in that. I personally believe that police should be seen in the places where they work. They should not be confined to the police stations or the police offices. They should be seen on the roads. They should be visible. Visibility should be there, so that a sense of satisfaction is there amongst the people that, okay, policemen are there, nothing is going to happen. I will ensure that. Don't worry. I will ensure that, and with that, I think traffic related issues will also be solved to a great extent. Of course, we have got shortage of manpower, but we will try to make use of whatever manpower we have in a most appropriate manner, in which most appropriate manner. But here I like to add 2-3 things, and I'll request a little bit of cooperation from an institution like this. My visualization is that policing without public support is impossible. I personally believe in that. We are not in isolation. We don't work in isolation. We work for the people, with the people, and we have to be interactive with the people. Only then we will succeed. Only then we will be able to deliver the goods to the common man. Only then we will be able to wipe out whatever grievances you have for the police. So a lot of interaction with the people is required. So far as traffic issues, traffic problems are concerned, we have experimented it in Baroda. Sevanti Bhai knows about it and others from here know about it. We tried to solve the problem in traffic related issues in Baroda on the model of Surat which you had implemented of Traffic Education Trust. We worked wonders there, and same model which is already existing here, we will try to exploit it more and more for the benefit of the masses. Now this is the age of technology. The technology can substitute the human resources. With lesser number of manpower, we can do wonders. For example, I'll give you example of Baroda which we did with the help of people only. We, for the first time in the history of the state of Gujarat, we installed the CCTV camera network in the city with the help of course, the municipal corporation there. The funds were provided by the mayor and the municipal corporation. They provided the funds, they provided the cameras, and the responsibility of its operation and monitoring lied with the police. 29 locations. We started a very small beginning. 29 locations we had the cameras, and control room was with the police. We have the streaming on the control room here in the police bhavan. You won't believe the cost was hardly 85 lakhs of rupees. But for Baroda it was a big sum. For a government organization it is a big sum. It had been installed there for about a year and a half, 18 months to say. We had recovered traffic related fines through those cameras to the tune of 30 lakhs of rupees till the time I left. So in fact we have returned 1/3 of the cost to the government by way of imposing traffic fines through traffic cameras. This scheme we can launch here also. The government is in the process of finalizing some sort of contract for installing the CCTV cameras in the city of Surat, Ahmedabad, Baroda and Rajkot. It will take time. They are finalized some 50 odd locations for Surat. If people of Surat come forward, we can have it for 100, 120, 125 locations, 200 locations. Now this has applications not only for the traffic, this has applications for the surveillance and security also. Now the incident of bomb blast or any terrorist activities, any other activity can be neutralized very effectively with the use of CCTV camera. It's a big project. I don't want to discuss it in detail, but I like your chamber to kindly help us out in doing something in this regard, because my vision is totally different. We have CCTV camera networks in the shopping malls, in the theaters, in the hotels, in big public places, in shopping complexes. For example, in your Diamond complex, this zone which they have created, that can be networked and have a control room in the police bhavan, so that we can help you out for giving security whenever required. This is my vision. It may be a faulty one, it may be a big one, but it is possible. For example, in 26/11 when the incident took place in Mumbai, in Taj Hotel, they have the CCTV camera network, but the control room was inside the hotel. Nobody could have done anything there. Had it been in the police control room, the operation would have been much easier. This is what my thinking is that. I have spoken to the hotel owners in Baroda and told them that why can't you do this much? You bear the cost for that and have the security 24/7. because we can see whatever is happening in your hotel and response time will be less. Similarly, in Baroda we have launched one more scheme by way of vehicle mounted cameras. Like we have PCR vans, we have put vehicle cameras on that, very high end cameras. They move around the city, keep on recording. They can transmit the video to the control room. Anywhere in the city they can move around and do that. But I must tell you, this requires a lot of effort and a lot of money. Money the government gives, no doubt about it. And government appreciates also, because whatever we did in Baroda, the government appreciated it, and on that basis now for all these 4 cities the government has taken up the project. This will be a unique project for the country. So on this count, technology I say, in future say 10 years hence, the problems will not be this small time crime. Problem will be organized crime, which is happening in Bombay right now. It will shift to this place, this underworld, the terrorism, the Naxalites. If you don't know, this Surat is a safe place for the Naxalites who are operating in other places in the country. So that is a security threat to this place. We have to be mentally and physically prepared for such an event. So for that, if Chamber as a whole can join hands with us, not in terms of money only, but in terms of ideas, in terms of brainstorming and all, we will do much better for the city. And I assure you, my force, my officers, they will be doing much better, much more, with much vigor for the city. That is my assurance. So please think about it. I am not asking for any sort of monetary assistance. I am just asking for an exchange of ideas, preparedness for assistance, coordination, networking and all. With your help, we can create a model which can be followed by other cities in the country. That is the idea, and I am very sure I will be successful with the way you have responded or felicitated me. I think there is a very positive vibe in the city and you will come forward, definitely. Last point which you have raised about is non-registration of the applications or the FIRs. The very clear-cut instructions have already been given to my officers that the satisfaction of a complainant is must. Crime figures may go up, crime figures may go down. Unless and until the public is satisfied with the policing, we can't achieve anything. And the best satisfaction is that when a complainant comes to the police station, he is heard properly and action is taken on his or her complaint, he is satisfied. And he goes to the masses and tell that, look, police is good, they listen to us and they solve our problems. So we are trying to educate our own people and try to convince our own people that you will have to satisfy the complainant, whoever comes to you. It may not be a criminal case, it may be a civil case, but at least listen to the person concerned. Take some action, whatever application he gives, take it, inquire it and then take action. That is what the instructions we have given. I am personally monitoring such things where a lot of people come to me with complaints and everything, and I try to follow it up at my level, that if somebody has come to me with a complaint, what has happened to that? That sends a signal down the line that somebody is following it up. So they also follow. So these instructions have already been issued, and I hope in future such complaints will not be there. And I assure you, all the assistance from the police side. Police is always a subject which has been hated and criticized, but we are from the same society, our people come from the same society, and we want to give the best to the society. Thank you very much.
મિત્રોને વિનંતી એક 5 મિનિટ પ્લીઝ.
Thank
5
you very
મિનિટ આપનું
much.
સ્થાન જાળવી રાખશો.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, as I said, when you came here and we heard of your name, we were 50% assured that we are going to be in safe hands. I think after your address, we are 99% sure. 1% I leave for chance. Okay, fine. Sir, on the lighter side that was. But let me tell you, on behalf of the people of Surat, we assure you of all our cooperation, especially from the Chamber of Commerce. We will go to any extent, any length to see to it that we are of help and assistance to the efforts of the police department. I think, as you have rightly suggested, we can have regular interactions so that the confidence builds up between us and the police department, and I think that can be helpful in the ultimate goal which we and you together are looking at, which is the safety of the people of Surat and all its people. So as you said, funds are definitely required for technology, and especially the project that you are looking at about the implementing of the CCTVs. I can tell you that funds is never a problem as far as good intentions are concerned, and we will definitely try to see what best we can do in this direction also. We can, in fact, there can be some programs that we can arrange to generate funds, and I think that the need and the resource part of the implementing program can be taken care of. I would suggest, sir, that we form a joint committee where these regular interactions take place, and that can help us to give you the right type of inputs. The regular meetings can give us a chance to interact with you or your officers, so that this confidence building is also there, and the flow of information is also there from the public to the police department, so that the police can take the necessary actions based on these departments, based on these informations. Thank you very much, sir. We are really delighted that you have given us spared your time, and now
Now I request Vice President Paresh Patel for the vote of thanks. Paresh bhai, please.
મિત્રો, ધીરેનભાઈ જે વાત કરીએ પહેલા કહી દઉં છું કે જમવાની વ્યવસ્થા નીચે રાખી છે. પોલીસ કમિશનર ઓફ સુરત શ્રી રાકેશ અસ્થાનાજી, માય પ્રેસિડેન્ટ શ્રી રોહિત મહેતા, members from the press and media, immediate past presidents has not been present, my past presidents, guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are very much thankful to Shri Rakesh Asthana ji for sparing his valuable time, accepting our request and give us the opportunity to welcome and felicitate him. Sir, I must say here that the development of the entire trade and industry of the region has been due to the excellent law and order position maintained by your department. We thank you and the entire police force for their support to us. I also thankful to Joint Commissioner of Police Range 1, Surat, Shri E. Radhakrishnan, for being with us. My sincere thanks to all our guests, industrialists, press and media, members of the chamber, and all invitees, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in today's program. Thank you very much. Please join with us in dinner. Thanks.